It's only been 2 games, but Christian Wood is looking like a breakout candidate in the NBA. Signing a 4-year contract for $36 million to a team that desperately needed a big man was a bargain, and this is one of the earliest candidates for best signings in free agency. Now, most people probably don't really know who Christian Wood is, and so I want to give a little bit of a backstory into how he's gotten to this point. If you want to skip to the part where I talk about him on the Rockets, feel free to use the timestamp in the description below. So let's go back to 2013 when Christian Wood committed to UNLV. He was a 6'10 power forward, but he only weighed 210 pounds. He was ranked as the 71st best prospect by ESPN and was known mostly for his ability to shoot as a big man and his raw athleticism that made up for his lack of weight. In his first year at UNLV, he primarily came off the bench and only scored about 4.5 points a game, but improved dramatically in the second year by averaging a good 15.7 points and 10 rebounds a game, which he believed was good enough to go to the draft. Before the draft, here was his draft profile. Long wingspan with range and athleticism that allows him to disrupt shots. Has the ability to drive the ball from the perimeter and shoot a little bit as well, even though he only shot 28% on threes. His weaknesses were that he was really skinny and tends to get bullied in the post, but here's the most important weakness. His rebounding fundamentals were really shaky. Now in 2015, the Golden State Warriors just won their first championship with the 3-ball. Teams knew they were going to need to shoot the ball more, but they didn't know how the big man was going to fit in with all of this. As a result, teams were still looking for the traditional big man, and Wood was definitely not that. Combined with the fact that he wasn't really a great shooter either, this is probably why he eventually went undrafted, as you can tell from the devastation on his face. So, Christian Wood bounced from the Sixers to the Hornets and then eventually to the Pelicans in 2019, where he finally got his first chance with AD sitting out the rest of the season. This is where he first showed signs of success as he played 8 games with the Pelicans and averaged 17 points and 8 rebounds with pretty good shooting splits. The Pistons decided to give him a chance, and when Blake Griffin and Andre Drummond were out due to injury and a trade respectively, Wood post All-Star break was averaging 20 points, 13 rebounds on 65% true shooting. Thus, in the offseason, the Rockets, who really needed a big man, decided to give him a longer contract, and that's how he's made it to today. Now, as you can tell from the title of the video, Christian Wood has not been a positive on both ends of the floor. But let's start with the positives. The best way to describe Christian Wood is a guard in a big man's body. He has a great advantage on the offensive end because he can put the ball on the floor and beat big men off the dribble, an asset that teams didn't know would be useful until now. In the Rockets' first game against the Blazers had a dilemma. Initially, they wanted Derrick Jones Jr. on Christian Wood. When this was the matchup, the Rockets turned to the Harden-Wood pick and roll. The Blazers switch here, and Wood is able to use his size to catch the pass and then get an easy dunk with Nurkic in the corner. They switch again on this one, and Harden's ability to penetrate with Nurkic in the corner leaves for an easy lob to Wood. Even when Nurkic is guarding Christian Wood, he's too slow to contain Harden and Wood. Lillard doesn't cut off Harden like he's supposed to, and Nurkic is too concerned about the potential lob, which gives Harden an easy layup. This play shows all of Wood's weaknesses and skills. The Blazers decide to double, which lets Wood get to the middle of the floor. Now his vision is poor as he turns the ball over 1.4 times per assist, which is too much for a big man. He tries passing to the corner, which gets deflected, but he has a capable floater that he uses to score. Now, when Nurkic was guarding Christian Wood for the most part, oftentimes he would back it out and drive past him, like here, as he gets an easy layup. Or here, as he backs it out again and drives past him for an easy dunk. Here, Wood is going to get the pass from Harden, and because he's a good shooter, Nurkic has to respect it, which allows Wood to pump fake and set up Tucker for an easy 3. Although Wood is really skinny, he still uses his power to get to the basket. Here he takes the ball up the floor and powers through Derrick Jones for a dunk. I think for these plays you can see that he is great as a big man who can put the ball on the floor and as a roll man around the paint, which is a huge boost for the Rockets. But on the defensive end, there are some concerns. Again, Wood is only 210 pounds and the Rockets wanted a big man this summer to take the burdens off from PJ Tucker and guarding the biggest people on the court. Although Wood is tall, his small frame makes it easy for big men to bully him in the post. Kanter gets easy post position on Wood and is able to get the easy layup over him. He does it again here. And then let's get to the most concerning thing. The Rockets wanted a big man to take the burden from the other forward players to get rebounds, but even though Wood gets about 8 to 10 rebounds a game, you have to pay attention. He has poor defensive rebounding fundamentals, and we're going to show it here. Anthony Simons is going to put up a shot here, and Wood instantly looks at the ball instead of finding Canner to box out, and Canner is able to get position on him even when he's from the 3-point line. Even though he doesn't get the rebound here, this happens multiple times. On this one, CJ McCollum whips a pass to the corner, and Wood again doesn't find Canner to box out on the shot and is in no man's land, which helps Canner get the rebound easily. Now Wood is not a terrible defender. On the pick and roll, he is able to use his length to block Dame's shot, and he's able to stay in front of CJ McCollum on this ISO by using his length and athleticism, which affects his shot. Because Wood is athletic, he's able to use that to cover up some of his poor defensive fundamentals, but it's going to hurt him in the long run if he can't get that fixed. But overall, Christian Wood to the Rockets was a great signing for them. It'll be interesting to see how he fits in once John Wall, Eric Gordon, and DeMarcus Cousins returns, but because of his unique ability on the offensive end as a 6'11 forward with great playmakers like James Harden and John Wall, he has a solid chance to become most improved player of the year. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.